RJ, you had 2 sacks last season. You had 2 strip sacks in consecutive drives. It seemed like those were the plays that kind of turned the game on its head and really tilted the momentum in your favor. I mean, just, you get to the quarterback, you see the ball hit the ground, and what kind of goes through your head in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the ball hit the ground on either of them, actually. I was kind of still trying to get up, but I could hear him yell, ball, ball, ball on both of them. So when I looked up and I saw Brennan in the end zone, it was a surprise to me, and I was excited. Really just – at the end of the day, it just really just shows how much hard work and dedication pays off. Obviously coming off a year that I didn't have as much success, and to do what I did today, it's like a good extra boost. So,
Ron, there was a lot of talk last week. I mean, obviously there was success defensively, but just about finishing late in that game and some of the late scores. And today, there was a few struggles in the third quarter, but ultimately the defense with the late turnover finished. So I'm just wondering what kind of changed for you guys really, maybe mentally or in your preparation to truly go out there against a solid team and finish like that.
Yeah, I think our defense, we really just pride ourselves on our ability to affect the game in a positive way for our team. We have that mentality that we're one of the best defenses in the nation, and that anytime we're on the field, that we can make it happen. So really just trusting each other, trusting the process, and not getting hijacked. It's really easy to get caught up in the momentum shifts and things like that and lose your cool. But I think that's the most important thing that we did. We tried to stay level-headed the whole game, and ultimately we were able to get it done.
How much did this win mean to you, knowing with all the factors, honoring Coach Leach, played on a national stage on primetime ABC tonight, playing against a ranked Big Ten team, the way that you guys finished and came out tonight, what does that say about the team, and what does that mean to you? Yeah,
I think it was just a great build-up to show the world what we're capable of, and I think, there's a lot of people out there that might have doubted us, but we never doubted ourselves. We don't really buy into the underdog mentality. We think we belong on the field with anyone else. So really at the end of the day, it's just all aligned to be a great day for the Cougs, and being one of those few guys, kind of like Brennan was saying earlier, is just you heard some of those sound bits, and then you start thinking of other Mike Leach stories, and you start to get a little emotional, you start to laugh, you just start to think about some of those memories, and it's just fantastic. I'm glad we were able to get that done, and really honor him the right way.
Ron, you touched on it a little bit there with, last season the 2 sacks, got 2 tonight, forced the fumble. Does this feel, and this is against a top 25 team, does this feel like I'm back, essentially, to you?
Yeah, I think it's, I'm going to take it game by game. I can't sit here and get too hijacked up on one performance because, we got one more next week. So I think at the end of the day, it's just realizing that the preparation that I had for this week was good enough to get the job done and making sure I could even elevate it for this upcoming week.
Ron, this game was kind of following the script of the Oregon game from last year, but this time defense makes a play, offense makes a play, and you guys win. How much does it mean to you to have a similar game and pull it out in the end this year?
I think it's huge for us. I think it's huge for our team, and last year we were on the opposite side of a lot of those games, a lot of those 50-50 games, and to come out on top this early in the season and really just prove to ourselves that we're capable of doing it and really just reinforce that and give us a little bit more ammo for when we're in a situation like this again, because adversity is not an if but a win, and so I think that's just really great for us to have in our tool case, in our toolbox, to be able to be ready for this situation when it happens.
Then, Ron, you were a freshman back in 2018, correct?
Yeah, that was me, yep.
All right, so you meant your participation in that Oregon game where they rushed the field, game day, everything that happened there. What's it mean to, you're a senior, your final year, your participation is a lot more maybe compared to that 2018 season. What's it just mean that you get to be in one of these moments?
Fantastic, man. I think it's a dream come true, to be on the field 3 different times when the field's been rushed, one at a different opponent's stadium, it's fantastic, and it's a great feeling, it's something you want to keep chasing, it's something that you expect to make, not rushing the field, but having those big wins, a consistency in your program, and just all we're doing now is really just building the foundation to continue to do things like that.
Ron, I asked Brennan the same question, but from your perspective, what's it like for you to force those fumbles and then have him scoop them up?
No, it's fantastic. We get to go home and post that, take that still frame, put it on our fridge, and do things like that. So it's super exciting, just to be able to live with him now and see his work ethic, see things he does, and we get to talk about ball a little bit more, right? Like we'll be sitting there and get back from practice, we're eating dinner, and let's talk about this, and really just try to improve each other's game. So I mean, just for us to both come back and have this success today is just a dream come true for both of us.
As good as Ron?
Go Cougs.